Cybernation Uncensored.
Welcome back to Cybernation Uncensored, and welcome to the finale and the last episode of our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. This is technically the last episode, but 2 weeks from now, the week after next, we're going to do a very short wrap-up session for any questions any of you might want to ask about what could have gone differently in a world where these four aren't going to be as miserable as they're going to be tonight. Because there is a world where they would have been better off. But until then, tonight is when we're going to end this chronicle, and it is going to be very depressing. As usual, regular disclaimers. This is meant for an or mature audience, so take care of yourselves. Mental health is important. If we're covering anything that you don't like or that makes you uncomfortable, feel free to step away. But for those who are going to stick around, it's going to be, well, fun for you, miserable for them. So, at least the rest of us get to have some fun. Before that, let's go ahead and meet our players. George Lee, for the last time.
Hey, I'm George Lee, and I play Ash Hargrave, the Malkavian.
Captain.
I am Cap'n, and I play Aaron Strangelove, the Tremere.
Petra.
I'm Petra, and I will be playing for the last time Cecil Ryan, the Bruja. And if you have a vape addiction, then stop watching, especially at the end of stream.
Shig.
Why'd you... Shig. What an introduction. I'm Shig. I'm playing Renee Winslow, the Toreador, for the last time.
Well, I gave everyone an introduction. Now, if it makes you feel better, you might actually be better off than the rest of them. But...
That does.
Potentially. I will point out, for those of you who have played any other tabletop RPG besides this, you might look at the stream that we've had so far and think that our players have done everything that they can and everything right, and would earn them some sort of grace in the ending, to which I respond to you, you clearly have never played Vampire. That being said, let's get started. When we started this chronicle, you were fledglings, recently sired in January of 2025. It's been a year. It has been a year. Everything that you've done up to this point, whether it's prepared you or not, remains to be seen. You've made your choices. You've decided to leave, at least 3 of you, or guaranteed 2 of you. You have your own things, and even to this point, you started together. but you are ending separately. You're going to different areas with your own brands of protection in different places. So for the last time, before this storm hits, are there any more loose ends that you want to tie up? Is there anything else you want to do? Because after this storm, everything changes. People leave, people change. Some people still need to decide what they'll do. Ash, let's start with you.
Oh my god. Okay.
Is there anything you need to tie up?
So, I think for the storm, I've been putting it off and needing to talk to Melody.
Yes.
Yes, that's gonna be my. We'll
In
see what
her-
happens after.
In her haven. She has what looks like a nuclear bunker in her basement. The mother of all panic rooms. And she just smiles.
Hi.
Hey?
I sort of need to talk to you about something, and I have been putting it off, and I don't even know. Maybe you know. Maybe you had a
You're leaving?
premonition, or yes,
Thanks for confirming.
premonition.
No, you
Oh,
just
yeah.
confirmed it now.
Okay, but how did you? Well, why was that your first guess?
Because you're you, and the Camarilla isn't
Oh.
for you.
Yeah,
No hard feeling.
I was. Oh, okay, good. Because I was kind of worried that
Ash,
you'd be upset.
I turned you to save you, I didn't turn you to tell you what to do. You don't like the Camarilla, then at least you found a way out that doesn't involve dying. That's nice.
Yeah. Hopefully it's better.
Send a
than
postcard once in a while.
what's-
We still do those.
Yeah, I will.
But-
yes. Physical mail is still very much a thing, so
Yeah.
I definitely plan on.
But don't worry about it. I don't paint
On
you for
doing that.
anything.
Okay.
Saved your life so you could have a
Um,
choice. I know it wasn't much of a choice, but it's still a choice.
Kind of about that too. I don't know why I put it off for so long, but I finally I wanted to investigate more of, like, why that PI killed me, and what was sort of going on in that, and I saw
I
you
might have
embrace
an
me.
answer.
Oh,
You haven't been looking into
Oh.
it, and, well, the ministry owes me a bit of a favor, so I decided if I was right and you were going to leave, I might as well give you a parting gift.
Oh.
I thought it was your parents. Well, technically it was. They sent him to find you, but I thought they had him kill you. Turns out they didn't. Patricia found some information. But the general idea is... someone else wanted to turn you. There was someone else that evening. I didn't notice them. But he was going to do, apparently, the exact same thing I did. And I know there's this whole thing with Elena and all of it, and
yeah.
best I can tell, she didn't do it, but she didn't stop it either, if that makes sense. She just let things play out. But there was a La Sombra who had some interest in you since you were a child. That sounded weird. Basically, He ruined your life. The pastor, your mother's religious fervor, everything. I also know this because a few days ago he attacked me. The fact that you were becoming an anarch and I was allowing it made him believe that he's wasted the last couple of decades turning you into what he would have made into the ultimate weapon. But that's neither here nor there.
Who was it? Do I...
That's the thing, he's not from the Camarilla. It was one of the local Sabbat cells that are still moving about. See, they wanted to do this whole twisted thing of turning you into... from an empathic... You ever watched... Never mind. Turning you from an empathic, kind person into a sadistic, murdering, baby-eating serial killer. And that would have been their magnum opus. Well, that was the idea.
That's really, really fucked up. Thank you for being the one that got to me first.
I didn't know how to tell you that your entire life was fabricated by our kind. Thought you might actually hate me for it.
No.
But I only found out a few days ago after I got attacked. So, haven't hid it.
Kind of already sort of gone through like the whole thing with like Helena thinking that, you know, she fabricated my entire life. So it's, you know, it's just a different...
Didn't. Someone else did, and she took advantage of both of us. But I guess there's some comfort in knowing that she didn't actually do anything directly. And she's the boss now, so things are gonna get interesting.
Yeah.
But I wish you the best of luck.
I did kind of... Thank you. I did want to say, though, I know that when you did it, that you were afraid that I was gonna hate you. And there was definitely a while when I did, and that I hated what I was, but
I know.
I don't know, I think that over the course of the year, as fucked up as it is, I kind of realized that regardless of if it was all fabricated by the Sabbat or Helena or whoever it was, that this was kind of who I was supposed to turn into. You know, my psychic abilities were nothing. Like they were something, but I was a mess, and I had no control over myself or my impulses, although I would say that my impulse control still needs a little bit of work. But I think that regardless of, you know, me being okay or happy in my circumstances, I do think that I'm who I was fated to be, if you believe in that shit.
Hard not to believe in fate in our clan.
Yeah. So I wanted to thank you for doing what you did, and especially saving me from that awful fate of being like a Sabbat La Sombra plaything. I mean, it's really cool what they can do, but God, I absolutely not. I'm much more comfortable where we are.
I just wanted to give you a choice. That's all.
Yeah, I know.
And it wasn't much of a choice, but it was something better than dead or them.
Yeah. And
But-
I could have, I could have chosen to not be here.
Yeah.
After you embraced me. So there's been choice.
And at least you get to leave on your own terms, somewhat. So
Thankfully, yes.
enjoy
Just have to get through the storm.
enjoy Los Angeles. Say hi to Jeanette if you find her. For me.
Okay.
She's
I don't know
a
who that is, but I will.
blonde Malkavian twin pigtails, dresses like a schoolgirl slut. Right, can we still say that word? Dresses like a Britney
Just
Spears
schoolgirl.
2000 schoolgirl outfit.
Yeah, that works.
Probably gonna try and sleep with you. Just saying.
Okay, I'll watch out for that. Oh no.
Oh no, that wasn't a joke. But have
no,
fun.
I know. I know that wasn't a
Have
joke.
And watch out for her sister. Twin sister
Okay.
dresses like she has a stick up her ass. Probably gonna hate you.
Was her sister a Ventrue or something?
For the longest time, people thought that.
Hmm.
And it came out that they were Malkavian sisters. Just that she acts
Oh.
more like a Ventrue than our clan. I can't hear her voice.
Huh.
You probably won't either. Don't be shocked, though. In fact,
Okay.
probably don't talk to her at all. But her sister's nice.
What, Jeanette or her sister?
Sister, Therese.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Well,
Good to know.
if you need a place to stay, I have a nuclear bunker here. But if not, it's been really nice having gotten to know you. And I'm sorry all of this happened to you. I wanted to sire you with a choice, but that wasn't in the cards, so here we are.
It's okay. Thank you, regardless of the choice.
I
or
can
not.
keep watch
I'm
over
glad you did it.
old lady if you like.
Yeah, that would be good. And her new friend.
Her new friend. Got it.
Yeah. And I hug her,
She returns it.
which I
She's-
think this is the
little
first
short.
time I've ever actually hugged her.
Yes, which is why she hesitates in returning it, unsure what this is at first, but she does return
Yeah.
it. She's a little bit, I guess it's right around this time he realizes that she's about 5 feet flat and kind of short. just-
I'm
compared to
not
you,
that
I
much
mean.
taller than she is.
Yeah, but 4 inches on height
Yeah,
kind of puts her somewhere in your shoulder level, so she's kind of just
yeah.
in your shoulder,
Just like
and she just smiles. Well, good luck.
Well, you too.
Oh, right. Did want to give you something.
Oh.
She hands you a ring with a strange dark stone in the center. That is 14k gold, 14 karat gold, and that is a lapis lazuli nestled inside of it. Very fragile. Don't punch anything with it. But
Okay.
it does hold a little bit of power. Or can. It'll help when things get chaotic up there.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it's like a third eye stone. Sorry, I know way too. You probably figured it out. I know way too much about crystals. Yep. All right.
It's
But this
yeah.
actually does have like real power. Like the whole crystal thing isn't like bullshit.
Yes and no. Humans are full of shit. People with the actual power have been using very specific kinds of stone for centuries. It's less about the stone and more about the person. Once you have a particular focus, it helps, it gains the power from that. We give it power, not the other way around. And then
Well,
humans kind of just
it's-
adopted that.
Yeah. It's beautiful, thank you. And I will
Just something to help.
yeah. Thanks. I should probably go. There's
Bunker's
a lot,
still here if you need it.
Yes, definitely. Do you by any chance, is there like a sewer nearby, or like a labyrinth entrance near here, or?
Gonna go see the Rat Pack or Frankie?
No, it's more of like if I needed to come here, like, could I get here not on the street level?
Well, there's a sewer by the alley. I have absolutely no idea how to maneuver in it, so good luck.
Okay.
I don't have a map.
Yeah.
The sewers are typically off limits.
Yeah.
Especially after one incident with a Nosferatu I had about 50 years ago. They still haven't really forgiven me, so...
How could anyone, like, not forgive you? You're so nice.
They hold a grudge, and it was an accident, but no one holds a grudge like a Nosferatu. After all, they still do it with the Toreadors.
True.
So...
I think some Tories, like, to kind of deserve it. So,
well, yes, but the humans don't. Do you know what a Cleopatra is?
yes, I do.
Yeah,
Aaron
it's
has told
still
me about
very
it.
much a thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fucked up.
So yeah. But needless to say, the Nosferatu hold a grudge, and I am still not welcome in the sewers for another... She kind of looks at her wrist, which doesn't have a watch on it. Like, 50 years. They said a century, so 50 more years.
So, halfway through your sentence, and maybe, for good behavior, they'll let you off on probation.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I was
But
making a joke. Never mind. It's fine.
good luck.
You too. Leave.
Just smiles and lets you leave.
Yep.
Anything else? Or do we call that an evening for you?
I'm like debating on a conversation if I want to.
Put yourselves on hunger one, by the way. Just wipe it out.
Yes. Yeah.
If anyone's above, just put yourselves on hunger one.
Oh no, not health. My God. Okay.
I mean, health one if you really want it.
No. Okay. Okay, I'll talk to Junk.
He's in his place, fortifying it. Doesn't seem overly concerned about Storm, given he lives in a sewer.
Yeah. They could flood. You never know.
Something I can do for you.
Yeah, I know the storm is coming soon, and that if it's okay, I talked to Melody, and she did offer me a place if but
Your call.
yeah, I wanted to talk to you kind of before that, because honestly, being it seems like potentially
You're doing
really,
that
really
Malkavian
awkward
thing where you ramble instead of getting to the point.
Yes, yes, I am. Okay, a little bit more rambling, but it is pertinent to what I need to say. So, I don't remember exactly how much I've told you about who I was when I was a human, and that I could feel what other people were feeling around me, like, all the time. So, like, I knew when people hated me, I knew when they liked me, I knew everything. And it made things like really easy and kind of safe. But ever since I was embraced, I don't really know how people feel about me or kindred feel about me, and
That's because kindred don't have emotions like humans. We have
yes.
echoes.
So about that, I have feelings for you, and I kind of have for a while, and I wasn't planning on telling you anything, but then this really weirdly wise drug dealer kind of told me that I shouldn't leave the city with any sort of what if, so this is me telling you. And I know that I don't know what emotions are like, so it's probably like literally okay, no, I should just let you speak because I'm gonna, yeah.
You are young. The emotions are still very much within your wheelhouse. You're nowhere near old enough to have lost them. Secondly, if that is how you feel, it is a good thing that you are leaving. And I don't mean that as an insult. He looks at you directly. I am the absolute worst person to get involved with for you. For very specific reasons that you will never know. But look at me when I tell you, in full honesty, that when you leave, do not turn back. Do not look back. Because there are things that have happened that I have done. There are things that you leave and you don't look back. But if it means anything, you have reminded me of the man I used to be before all of this, and I wasn't a very good man. But somewhere in between everything I've done and everything that I am, there was a point of regret when I felt human. And if I wasn't killed and turned, maybe I could have been better. You remind me of a time when that was a possibility. And that is more than I've had in the centuries that have passed. And for your sake, not mine, don't look back. Because if I wanted to be selfish, I would tell you that I still need that feeling. But you need to get out of here. This place will destroy you. It already has. But you can still fix it.
I know. And that's honestly the reason why I decided to go, was because I knew that it would be more dangerous, most likely, for the both of us, because both Helena and Sturbridge know the lengths that I am willing to go to save you.
It won't be dangerous. Not for me. But it will end you. And I don't mean kill you.
I know.
I mean the part of you that still feels something. There are kindred twice as old as me who have held on to that beyond my wildest imaginations. And to give you the best shot of being like them, 100, 200, 300 years down the line and still managing to hold who you are. You can't do that in this city. And you certainly can't do that with me around.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about the whole, we are who we were, like, when we died, or that we can't change. But I don't know, the man that you talked about that you were, I don't necessarily see him as being someone who would, like, potentially sacrifice himself to save someone who made a stupid decision. And I'm not saying that you've changed. I don't think that. But I do think that there might be a way that we still hold all of the versions of ourselves before we died. So I think that maybe it's stupid and maybe it's idealistic or hopeful or whatever, but I think that somewhere in there is the little boy who was so scared of his dad and so scared for his mom right up until he pulled that trigger. And I think that as small as a piece as you may feel that it is, I do think that he is still in there. I see it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Don't lose who you are. Get out of here.
That is the plan.
He nods. He turns away. But you can smell the blood.
Before he turns away, or even after he turns away, I'm gonna take off his hat and I'm gonna give him a kiss on the head.
Okay.
And I'll
It
put
is
back on and I'll leave.
like kissing wrinkly, sun-dried leather.
Yep.
Luckily, you can't feel, but you can still feel texture. It's very strange.
Okay. Well, I'll leave him to his blood tears.
Assuming this is the last scene of yours, there is going to be a scene specific to the audience that neither you nor anyone else is going to see. It's in the form of the invisible camera the audience is watching this through, as it zooms in on his face and you are long gone from earshot, as he utters the words, "I'm sorry." And the blood just drips from his eyes. Aaron, are there any loose ends you need to tie up? It's fine if there aren't.
Aaron would like to see Zachariah if possible.
He's in his temporary haven that you have an address to. Mr. Strangelove, what do I owe visit?
It's been a long year. It really has. There's been a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, but I stand now looking back on all of them, and I can't help but feel very thankful to those who were there in aiding me. You were an individual who had helped me out quite a lot, and so I want to say thank you.
Then you are welcome.
Further, I want to extend a boon, an opportunity. If you need anything in return, I can't refuse just letting you assist me for nothing. I know I've already assisted you before in past, and we were supposed to be squared up, but even still, I would hate to lose that connection.
Boone. I will see to it. If there is something that I may require of you sometime in future, from wherever in world you are, I am, perhaps. But it is good to see you having risen up. A long way away from what you were.
I've been thinking a lot. Not just this year, but even beyond that. Mirroring it, paralleling it to where I am right now, and I realize I've always been an individual that has had to mature quickly, whether I wanted to or not. And so, the path that I am on now, it is really no different than what I had done before. And maybe I'm just prattling, but I don't know. I feel the most clarity I've ever felt in this moment. And so, even still, I just thought before this storm, I will be leaving, and so I want to make sure a connection remains with the Boone, of course.
Did Sturbridge offer you chance to go witness Storm personally?
Yes, they have offered me that. Sturbridge is going to go onto a boat, essentially go right into the eye of it.
Will you be taking opportunity?
I believe so. I'm very interested on what could be learned.
Then I believe you have chance to repay me. See, I do not have means to enter Storm, and I'd rather not take such risk on myself without help of particular blood magics and resources, which I don't have either. So if you could, shall we say, pass me notes before you leave on what you find, the knowledge would be greatly appreciated.
Sure, I would love to discuss it with someone else like-minded.
I would ask for detailed notes, but this does entail that you must go with her, and I understand there is risk involved. So if you do not, I will hold on to Boone. If you do,
Yes.
you give me notes, I will consider it Boone paid if you give me in detail what you find.
I'll hold that then. Thank you, Zachariah. How is your protege doing?
Quite well. He is acclimating to weather here, metaphorically speaking. Making himself useful in French ways.
Good.
As of
Good.
you, in less strange and more straightforward ways.
What can I say? I suppose, whereas I was an overthinker, I realize sometimes the answer's right there, and I just need to go towards it.
He just nods. Storm is coming. It's best you prepare
Yes.
yourself.
I will. Thank you for this discussion.
He will nod. Do you leave?
Aaron wants to also go and see, wants to go see Erica one last time.
When
Well,
you
not
leave
one
his
last
room,
time, but in Chicago.
when you leave his room and drive off, once again, a scene solely for the audience, without any knowledge of any of you. camera kind of hands over to Zachariah as he holds his drink in hand, and he just looks at it, looking at the reflection on the blood of his drink, on the blood inside his cup. In another life, I would have liked to cash that boon in. And he drinks. And you move over to Erica. Outside her house. Following you. Or the camera follows you. What do? You see her family. You see them by the sort of large window on the first floor that shows the dining room. The curtains haven't been drawn yet. They're just eating, enjoying a meal. They've seemed to have moved past the recent death in the family and are trying to reconnect. They seem happy.
Aaron's just going to take this time to think on the memories of all the good times that Erica and them have had in before, because that's kind of what's on the mind, is where there is some parallel with how they had been forced to mature during their human life, and now they're forced to mature during their kindred life, and they're looking back on their different mentors, and Erica was definitely one of them. So they're just gonna
watch.
They're gonna think back and watch.
While you're here, you will immediately clock the small army that Portia has left here to watch them from rooftops, from other houses that are for rent. She promised physical protection. She delivered. This is a small militia she's placed around her. All pretending to be normal people, but definitely armed in some regard or another. You watch, you have some remnant of who you were. In a way, your touchstone is still your touchstone. They still remind you of the human you were, so being here, you can't help but feel like your old self, at least towards her. Even though it doesn't extend to the outside world anymore, she has never done you wrong. She has only ever tried to do what's right. She was limited, she made mistakes, but she did try. She always tried. Perhaps the last thing worth caring about in this world. That is all Aaron would like to do with his last remaining free time.
Perhaps it is here then, where I can feel some of that emotion and be okay with it.
At least you feel something. At least you know you can still feel something. Comfort in these nights. Cecil, are there any loose ends you need to tie up, or are you good?
I want to talk to Rick.
In the club. Managing it for the last few days before it shuts down for the storm.
Hey, so...
Yeah.
Did we actually discuss what's going to happen to you during the whole storm thing? Like the whole plan that we have, or...
I protect you. They don't care for the individual faces, just the four of you. They kill enough people here, they'll assume I'm dead.
What do you mean? You think you're just gonna get out of it? Like, you're gonna escape? Like that's
the idea. It's not my first shootout. And believe it or not, it's not the first bomb that's been thrown at me. Except it's an RPG, but same idea, it explodes. The armory is basically a bunker. Bomb hits, kills all the people upstairs, they start shooting and double tapping, I start hightailing out of here.
That's... What about Nate as well? What's happening to him?
It said he has his own way out.
That's
And,
relieving.
Valerie's going with Renee, so she's not sticking around. So, we're gonna find a way out. What we do. Sorta.
You know, I came talking to you because I had two concerns. One, I thought I'd have to kill both you and Nate. And two, I don't know. Something about me wants to sort of bring up this whole like nostalgic. Oh, remember back when we were friends and we were, you know, the bestest of friends in the black areas of the market, and how we were, you know, how you've helped us and we've helped you, and so on and so forth. That I don't know what to feel anymore. I can't even feel nostalgic for that shit. Don't even feel like I want to close anything off. I just want to get it over with.
And we get it over with. And we move on. Nothing needs to be said. I don't plan on dying here.
You know, Rick, you have a way of saying things to me that makes me feel like a certain way. Mostly in a way that makes it feel like fuck. I meant,
have you ever figured
in a
out if you
way-
were gay?
I thought when I opened the nightclub, I thought, you know, all sexuality's involved. I didn't actually consider the employee. We'd have an employee policy. Shit, I may actually wait. You're so right. We have an employee policy about bisexuals and like everyone else and like all sorts being involved. I never considered we were technically employees. So therefore, that makes, oh shit. Yeah, you're so right.
Before I met you, I didn't understand any of this LGBT stuff. I just figured you fuck who you want to fuck, you know? No one gets to tell you who you don't or who you can't. I understand it even less having met you. But I'm gonna go stick to that philosophy. Fuck who you want to fuck. No one gets to tell you who you can't.
Low key, I wasn't going to go down the gay route. I was just mentioning how you say things in a way that makes things make more sense. But
okay,
now you brought up,
you could have said that.
Now you, okay. But listen, okay, I had to like. In a couple of days, I'm probably never going to see you again, or maybe I will. I don't know. But either way, you know what? Instead of being this whole like, oh, thank you so much for helping me, I just want to be like, hey, you talk to me in a way that makes me feel something. You know, like.
Fine.
And it has.
I accept. Also, I'm still your ghoul. When you transfer, I just gotta drink your new blood. Pretty straightforward.
Aren't you? But if the if the bond breaks, though, won't you like fucking despise me and then like not want to see me again?
The
How will I get your
bond
blood again?
doesn't break. You've been feeding me for a year. Based on what I've read, courtesy a haircut, takes 3 months to break it.
Ah, okay.
So you change bodies,
Will
I
I-
take your blood, and it just back to normal. Except under new management, I guess.
Yeah, see, I thought that after I transitioned, that like I would be like, you know, that I would like the blood bond would completely break and like, yeah.
Cecil, I think I've done more reading about what you are than you have in the last year.
What, you've been reading?
Like I said,
MMAX? Like, what do you
haircuts,
mean?
books.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
He has Nate reading
Dude,
them,
I need to...
and Nate had me reading them. I think I
This is
understand
about,
most
like,
of these more than you do at this point.
The body transfer stuff, right? Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
The body transfer stuff isn't in his wheelhouse. in their wheelhouse. The point is, the blood bond doesn't go away. It's not like you feed me every day. It's once a month because it lasts for a month at least. So you turn, and unless you leave me hanging high and dry for the next 3 months, I'm still bonded.
Oh shit. Well, when you say it like that, I guess I will be seeing you probably soon.
Yeah,
You're
that's
okay with
what-
like the new face, and stuff won't change anything, right? Like you're still cool with that?
Yeah.
Dick.
If I judged people based on their faces, I'd never get laid. He just pats you on the shoulder and then leaves with that.
He gets laid. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's everything I want to do for the night.
Renee, do you have any loose ends or are you good?
No, of course I have loose ends.
Okay.
But will I tie them up?
Who do you want to tie up first?
So, first off, I'm gonna quickly paint up a painting of Rodrigo's church, give him as a gift. And while I'm doing that, I might as well have a little premonition.
Go ahead. On who? Or on what?
We'll just go. We'll just do one on Rodrigo. See what's going on. Snooping.
3 successes? Yes, 3 successes. Okay.
No.
3 is the threshold of what you need.
That's a lot.
Relax.
But it's not what I need. I
Okay.
need it to be 4.
Okay.
My last time. I have all this willpower to use. I'm gonna use it.
Go ahead and willpower.
I did. I got 4.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
You
see
get
the
the
roll.
whole willpower bar. You might as well use it.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me just change this real quick. Okay. You paint the church and Rodrigo. And you see Rodrigo being approached by some creature. Like you've drawn the church. This is more metaphorical than literal. You understand it though. In the stained glass where you would normally draw saints or Jesus or whichever image is on there, you draw something else. On the stained glass, you draw a creature with a green tint to his skin, a cloak made of leaves and branches, small flower petals that surround him, and 2 horns that eventually you sketch out as antlers sticking out of his forehead. The creature turns away in that stained glass. So you're drawing it with his back faced, and Rodrigo's back is to that creature, as if he turned away this creature. The creature itself is familiar to you. Like the form that was being hidden by the Fae you spoke with. And the painting suggests that Rodrigo turned him away too. But this is recent. A couple of days ago, maybe. It's looking for recruits. But it's also run out of time.
Okay. So I'm gonna wrap it up really nicely. Give it a big old bow on it.
You wrap up a canvas, right? So it's like a thin rectangle and it's got a bow on it. Wonder what it could be.
Yeah.
You
Well, I could spend time making it look like it's something else.
deliver it to his
I don't
church,
got
I
that
assume, personally?
Yeah.
When you enter, the church is empty. And he's just staring at the cross. You move inside. Again, you are allowed to, and he turns to you. Renee,
Hi.
what a pleasant surprise. Why have you come? And he gestures to a pew to sit down.
Well, why wouldn't I? Another
Because there
reason.
is an impending storm that I presume you were trying to defend yourself from?
I have that covered, thank you very much. No, I'm here. I have a gift for you for, teaching me this shadowy stuff. I really appreciated it. So.
Ah, a gift. Such a novel thing I haven't had in a while. May I?
Of course, I got all nicely, got the bow and everything.
He does not rip it open. He unravels the bow and undoes all the tape. And then leaves the paper to the side. Beautiful painting.
Oh, thank you.
And you even got that meddlesome creature in it. Just taps on that part.
I did.
He looks. I shall have it in my private quarters. A most welcome gift, Miss Winslow.
And it is also a goodbye gift, because I will be leaving after the storm.
Ah, yes, I have heard. Tragic, but not entirely unexpected. Still, take care of yourself. I dare say you have great fortune ahead of you.
Might as well just buy a lottery ticket at this point. I'm feeling lucky. I mean, hopefully, everything goes well. I don't know, especially for Ash too. She's moving with me. We're both going to LA. Hopefully both of us make it there.
Ah, the Anaks. The only reason my clan chose the Camarilla over the Anaks is because we did not believe they would survive in the next few centuries. We still don't, but
that's fair.
In the interim, our lifestyle sounds very interesting.
I just want to do my own thing. I decided to become the Heartbeaks. I thought I was gonna get all this tea and learn the secrets. It was just a lot of work, a lot of going here, going there, telling people things. I'm sick of it.
Well,
I heard some things, but not
You
wasn't
are-
as exciting.
then you are going to the right place. If all you care about is what you want to do and who you become without the influence of a prince hanging the sword over your head, no better place than with the Anaks. Still, your presence will be greatly missed. Take care of yourself, Renee. In a few hundred years, you may just win that lottery.
Hopefully. And you take care of yourself too. I'm gonna miss you.
Well, I don't expect you will ever come back to the city, but if you do, the church is open.
You never know.
Very well. He just takes the portrait. There's nothing else. I will have this hung on my door. Perhaps on the bedside. I like the reminder of how I spurned a creature that believes itself all-powerful.
He came to us too, and
Ah,
there's a couple thinking yes, but no.
excellent.
One of them almost sold their soul for chicken nuggets.
He very much looks like he does not understand if that was meant to be a joke, because surely no one would do that.
No, that's not a joke. That actually happened. Just one plate of chicken nuggets. I don't know. There's maybe 6 on there.
An interesting collection
So
of kindred you have around you. as always.
Yes, and I'm glad to be parting ways. You know, it's a lot. Anyway, thank you.
Remember the gifts, and I have something for you. Since you've come all the way here, and you've made your intentions known, it would be a shame if you were to leave without additional instruction. He presents a chest that's under the altar, and he gives it to you. They are written many centuries ago, so they're a bit older. But instructions nonetheless. Scrolls, tomes, for your powers of the shadow. To learn, to grow, to understand. Without a teacher. The La Sombra of Los Angeles have long since left after problems. You will not find a teacher there, or you might as well teach yourself. Hands you the box. There's no to
this is
defend
like
yourself.
the best gift I've gotten in a while. Even though it's like the only gift I've gotten in a while, but I love it. Thank you.
Take care of yourself. Many great things to come to you in that time. He pats you on the shoulder and he'll let you leave the church on your own. He just walks to the door to the back area, carrying the painting, and I'm assuming you put like the 2 nylon strings in the back to hang from.
Yeah.
Are you leaving?
Yes. To my next stop.
Similar thing. A small little scene of him hanging the painting on the wall, unbeknownst to any of you. What he mutters. You may not know it yet, but you have already won lottery. Hangs the painting. Good fortune for you. Even if you don't see it yet. He hangs it. And your next stop is?
I gotta revisit Dr. Clay again.
A
See if he wants to
strange
fuck
stop.
up the Toreador. Well, there's a reason.
The answer is yes. Always yes. Especially if you tell him who the Toreador is. He's not particularly interested in the clan. He's particularly interested in who.
Okay, yeah, I tell him. As long, as a doctor-patient confidentiality is still a thing.
I will turn him into my greatest work yet.
Yes. I was hoping you'd say that.
Bring him here, and I will give you a guest room to stay before the storm as I work on his agony will be a symphony, specially curated for you. Normally it will take a day for him to do what he needs. He requests the week so that he may make it permanent.
Yes, I was hoping he was gonna do that.
He hates the guy.
That gave me no wonder.
Not so much you for some reason, but him. Would you like to stay the week before the storm here?
No, not particularly.
So you just keep visiting to see what he's doing?
Yeah, I'll visit.
It's a lot of screaming, and yet somehow he's still staked. And yet he can scream.
It's like music to my ears.
Because Dr. Clay's first thing he does is put the vocal cords out of the body and allow it to move and not be part of what's staked.
Smart guy.
But he actually in the next couple of days makes him scream in tune with the classical music he's playing in the background. like a demented opera.
Love that. Love that for him.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Yeah, one last stop. I'm gonna take a big old case of money and stop by Owen to see if he's still good and get last bit of blood. He'll never see me again.
You tell him you're leaving or no?
Yeah.
Then he takes the money. He hands you a ridiculous amount of blood bags freshly donated. Huh. A few months ago I would have just said good riddance, but maybe I don't hate you as much as I thought I would. I still wish you wouldn't have blackmailed me and just said something, but fine, I get it. Everyone does their own thing. It's fine. Just, I suppose I'll see you around. Or not.
Maybe not.
But
Can
hey,
you
if you need
take care
another
of
murder in
yourself?
Chicago covered up.
Who knows? I mean, there's still, I think at least one of us staying around here, but yeah, I mean, you know him, he does one thing, you'll never see him again. But, someday you're gonna find your own guy who's way better than him,
Hopefully not in the same line of work.
Oh, probably not. There's really only one Cecil, and unfortunately I was stuck with him for quite a while.
Yeah, what was up with that?
I don't know. He changed a lot. Very surprising.
What is this, a
But-
Ross and Rachel kind of thing?
Oh, heavens no. I'm sorry, I hate that you said that to me. No,
I don't know, it's not like
he's
you
just
ever say
a-
anything other than I need bags.
Okay, yeah, you're right, but it's just it's an assumption to make. But no, you're just like a friend of a family member that is very like a drug addict that needed to stay and recover. So I was trying to help him, and he had his issues. He came around, had more issues, came around. It's
And
just
you
kind of
live-
dancing back and forth. So I'm just like,
You live an extremely complicated life that I'm glad to have met you. Glad I don't need to understand that complex life that you live anymore.
oh, and it won't be
But-
complex anymore.
Whatever it is, if you need something and you're here, I guess come by. It's not been all bad. Well, post blackmail, it's been pretty nice, so
Yeah, I mean, I just had to do what I had to do to survive. But anyway, I'll be seeing you around maybe eventually in the future.
take this case. It's medical grade. It'll keep the blood fresh for another few months.
Oh my god, thank
So-
you.
At least until you find a proper place to put it. See you around.
Time for spurt ways.
Nods.
And that's the
That's the last. There's nothing
Mhm.
that he says. He doesn't know shit.
He whispers under his breath, finally that bitch is gone.
No, he actually doesn't hate you anymore. It was the blackmail.
Hey,
But
everyone comes
What?
around.
weeks pass. Storm. You can see bits of it. The skies are darkened over Lake Michigan. Small droplets of rain every now and then. The city sends out an alert. A bit of a horn blares. People are being told to stay indoors. Non-essential workers and non-essential offices are being shut down. EMTs are on the ready. Hospitals are clearing out to make sure that they have room in case it's needed. Usual disaster preparation. Like if you know a major storm is coming, you know a flood is coming, everyone's preparing. Everyone's making sure things are locked up tight. You've done what all four of you want to do. And the eve before the storm, or the daylight before the storm hit, you are all separate. Ash, you decide, I assume, to stay with Melody.
You're muted.
You're muted, but yes?
Yes.
Okay. And Aaron, you're going on the boat.
Should we do a little last meeting between all of us?
Do you care to?
I want to see sort of talk to Ash one last time.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Okay.
I think at least like
One more
the day
powwow.
before this day. One
Sure.
final
It's gonna-
powwow.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Okay. We're gonna go over it before you guys mention Rick is gonna be safe. Nate's probably safe. I don't know what's happening with him, but
He's coming with me.
yeah. Rick thinks I'm gay. That's a update if anyone.
No.
Well, you are
You're
like
not.
a little,
Really?
right?
It's not like you went back to my contact after you met him and went and kissed him and then left and never said a thing.
You know what?
You were gay.
Sometimes when you give a dude hot tongue, you know, you just anyway. The point I'm
Don't phrase it like that. My God, Cecil.
That's what it
Bisexual at the
was.
minimum.
the beast that makes gay shit feel even worse or better, one way or the other. It's like
Anyway, what's your point here?
my point is that I think as a coterie we kind of failed and we did suck, but at the same time we also did shit well. And Ash, I hope to see you again sometime. Probably never, but I don't know. And yeah,
I'll send you a postcard.
we can send postcards to each other.
Yeah.
As long as you
Like
can read,
mail?
yeah.
Physical mail. Oh shit. Physical mail exists.
Yeah, ideally it's from a location that doesn't tie to you, but
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll send you a letter. Maybe a copy of the wedding singer in there. I don't know. We've gone for all of them. It doesn't feel the same anymore.
No.
Was never-
We've
Well,
overwatched all of the Adam Sandler movies. And I can't watch
I
How
them.
many times did I
disagree.
take and throw those away and they just ended up back here?
Yeah, I wonder how.
I disagree. I think as a coterie we did as best as we could. And I, for one, have learned a lot, and I wouldn't want it to have gone any other way because I would be a fool to assume that I can change things with the information I have now. So, regardless of such, I want to maintain connection with all of you, at least to an extent of letters. And if you need anything of a Tremere, I'm not 100% sure where I'm going. It's not New York. I imagine Sturbridge isn't needed there yet. I don't know. She hates Milwaukee. It's probably not Milwaukee. Either way, I'm going to be tagging along with her for a bit. And if you end up needing anything, I'll do my best to make it known where I am.
Ash, I want to talk to you in private for like a few secs. Trust me, it's going to be super quick.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Where your rooftop? No, no,
Okay.
not rooftop. But daylight. Are we? No, we're not. Rooftop now. Okay, great. Let's
We'd
go.
be asleep if it was daylight.
It's nighttime, yes.
It's nighttime.
No, it's just the earlier mention of daytime had me confused. Anyway, yeah. So when you get onto the roof of Cecil, he's just gonna be a little bit silent for the first like 10 seconds, and he's just gonna ask, does Melody and Alice know where or you're going?
Melody knows where I'm going. I did not tell Melody anything about what you're planning on doing.
I think regardless, I'm gonna still be in contact with them. I mean, like, they're not like that far away, but
Yeah.
I am going to I'm going to use blink. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I'm going to go blink, and I'm going to very quickly and slightly, but not in a way that crushes the body. I'm just going to hug Ash.
Oh God.
Um,
What the
that's
Using dexterity to speed hug.
that's more fleetness, but sure, make a rouse check. Either one works.
Okay. I think Forge is crashing again. So would you mind rolling for me, please?
no problem.
If you can.
I'm thinking of the Drake and Josh, like,
Weirdly,
quick
you
hug.
get hungrier, but speed hug just kind of blur,
Ah,
and then suddenly his arms are around you.
I feel like it like knocks the well. She
Oh
doesn't
no,
have any
he
wind in
has
her actually.
he has fine control over his movement because
Oh,
of potence. So he just
Okay.
it's just a literal blink of the eye or less than,
Yeah.
and he's already hugging
Ah. What?
Okay.
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 Am I
And then-
dead?
You're not dead. I think and you can actually probably feel the blood tears running down Cecil's eyes. Listen, okay, I'm fuckled with goodbyes and shit, but I just wanted to. I will miss you.
I'll miss you too, Cecil. You're the weirdest stepbrother I've ever had, and I really mean that. No, but I know that I was mad when I originally heard about your plan to not be a Bruja anymore, but I'm actually very impressed with your reasonings, and if I think it could possibly work, and you won't be so ruled by your emotions anymore, which honestly is probably for the better. Just, try and hold on to that humanity that Critias has sort of allowed you to grab a foothold on.
It's gonna get better. Trust me. If there's one thing I can control, it's the direction I'm going, and it's definitely not going down where I used to be anytime soon. Just also make sure that you stay safe in LA and don't die. That would suck. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll probably be fine.
okay, Is it shameful to say that this is probably the last time I'll really speak to someone like this for like a while?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of a shame, but like, what makes you think that? Do you not think that you're gonna make friends with the Hakata?
No, I make friends with the Akata. I don't know if I'll ever know as someone as close as you're not dying. I should stop being over dramatic.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm literally not dying. Well, we don't know that. We may all die. You're for sure dying.
Okay, no. If you die and I don't, I will be fucking sad. If we both die, if we all die, that'd be actually pretty funny. But if I die and everyone else lives, that would be pretty mid. So I don't.
Okay. So now we know the rating of all of the potential outcomes.
As narrated by Cecil.
I'm not good with goodbyes and shit. I wanted to do this with you and then just give me some closure. And
Yeah.
okay, great.
Well, hopefully, I mean, maybe you could visit LA at some point. I heard that they have some like Elysiums. I don't know, people visit sometimes. So maybe one day, if you feel so inclined. And I will send postcards for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Also, just a little like insider information, maybe. I think you're underutilizing Rick.
What do you mean by that?
I think he has the capacity for a lot more things, and we don't give him enough credit for actually the depth that he has in his soul. We had a whole conversation. And I won't begin to go into it, but he's very insightful. And yeah, I'll leave you with that.
Ash, I'm sorry to break this to you, but Rick isn't into me.
I didn't think that's literally not what I meant.
Oh, okay.
It's literally not what I meant.
Well, William said he's insightful and that really stirred some stuff. But he is a really good person, and I did talk to him about it, and
Yeah.
I did make it. I did reassure him they did do a good job.
Yeah, I just don't necessarily think that I think that he could do more.
Mm-hmm.
In the business, I think he could just be more. And maybe ask him or I don't know necessarily, or think I won't go too much into it, but I just wanted to let you know that he is actually very smart and very wise.
Well, I wouldn't have anyone else with me in Chicago, especially as a ghoul, so
Yeah, no, you got a great ghoul there.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll see you I'll see you later. And
Yeah, I'll see you later.
I hope
As we walk the same direction downstairs. Oh,
The night before the storm arrives, before your last day's sleep before the storm, is when this happens. So when you split off again, I assume Ash is going with Melody. Aaron's going on the boat. Did I get that right, or do you change your mind?
As of right now, yes. Well, I guess there is no.
Well,
as
yeah,
of,
this is the
it
last.
yes,
like,
right. This is the right now. Right
Would
now,
you-
yes.
So you would like to go on the boat because it is still a choice.
Yes.
Cecil's going to Hecata, and Renee is going to the Succubus Club. When daylight hits, your bodies die. They deactivate, and time for you, for mortals, is 10 to 12 hours of daylight. For you, time is a blink. It's hard to keep track of the days without a calendar. But not this time. This time, separate from each other, potentially the last time the four of you gathered together again, your consciousness is dragged away from your day sleep and given life and form inside an odd place with strangely colored trees, unusual animals, bright sunlight that doesn't burn you. And in front of you is a gazebo with several chairs, a tea set, and some food. And the same figure that Renee painted just earlier. Greenish tinted skin, antlers, a cloak made of leaves and twigs, hiding underneath a set of glittered wings, folded downward. The true form of the Fae you once spoke with. And he immediately begins saying, "You don't have to worry. I can't hurt you because of those charms. Can't do anything to you. I'm only here to talk. You can choose not to, of course. But your day sleep, time is a fickle thing inside one's mind. You might find yourselves here forever until your bodies awaken." A small chat. You want to sit?
Talk. Aaron,
I have-
pull up a seat.
I've been bested by what I thought was a lesser competitor. Clearly, I was wrong on two fronts. who it was I was fighting against in my world and who it was I was making moves against in yours. I have not given your Helena enough credit where it is due. She is impeccably intelligent. But it always amazed me that despite what I thought of you relatively new dead ones, at every turn, no matter what is provided to you, you will choose your own damnation. That I did not expect. You truly have no idea what is to come for you, and that in the next few 100 years I will have an opportunity to try again with her. But you will be so deeply ingrained in someone else's game that you don't even realize it. I will take my solace in watching you do as you will. But I will tell you one thing I am permitted to say. You are never going to be free. You made sure of that when you made your choice. That's all. You may go back to sleep now. Rouse checks to wake up. Storm's here and it's time to leave.
Yeah, sorry, I think my forge is... I'm going to try loading again. I'm pretty sure it's crashed.
It's fine, I'll do it.
Thank you.
You failed.
Hunger. When you awaken for this particular evening, deadly affair has been blown up. Lots of bodies. The news comes out. Terror attack or something? Something happened. But individually, you are all safe. Your body doubles have been left there. You have done as much as you could. Aaron has covered tracks that will not be uncovered. And individually, you will all go off to your own business. But before that, this is where we take a break, because after this, things happen. So, don't go anywhere. How this all ends is coming up, and it's not going to go the way you think it is. Welcome back. It is time to wrap up the story in a way that only Vampire the Masquerade would do. The storm continues. Your powers lessen. Most of you are safe. Aaron on the boat, less safe, but prepared. Prepared enough that Sturbridge makes it to the very center of the storm. First, we look at the future you are all facing. Years down the line, or months down the line. Renee and Ash, after the storm, the Anarchs called, it's time to leave, they don't have the time. You've had to say your goodbyes before, there's no time anymore. They were given a window. I assume none of you are changing your minds, and you make that window. And you leave for Los Angeles. You meet the Baron of Hollywood, Nellie Griffith. Welcomes you to her home. For Cecil, a little more violent. They behead you. They capture your spirit. They put it into a new body, containing your blood. You become a member of the Hecata. For Aaron, it's simple. Sturbridge gets a luxury yacht, and she makes her way to an unexpected location. London. She's looking for someone. And she's gonna find him there. She's always been looking for her sire. And she finally has an answer. Thanks to what you discovered in the storm. Individually, as these all happen, we start with Renee and Ash with the Anarchs traveling in a large freezer truck. Annabelle looks at all of you, at the two of you. There is a better way. We'll show you. You can be free to do whatever you want. No one breathing down your neck and asking you to bow to them and kiss the ring. The only thing we ask is that if the place is about to get threatened by something, that we need some help. But aside from that, as long as you don't, start telling people what we are, you're fine. And keep the electronics to a minimum, but you're allowed to have a phone. I'm even in social media.
Really?
He shows you all the clips from Victor Temple about Baby B and all of her modeling gigs for Nelly, along with Nelly's clothing line. Victor likes to say that it's hiding in plain sight, live streaming, so that if he disappears, people are going to start questioning, and that's how he protects himself. I think it's just his ego.
Yeah, he seems like he's very sure of himself.
Well, yeah, it's one of his strengths. And great annoyance. And the Nosferatu in the corner just snickers at that. Still looking at the two of you like he's gonna behead you. But you start to realize that he looks at everyone like that. Even Annabelle. It's the way his eyes are shaped. They're so kind of recessed in the skull that they're just round. With no shape to them. Just don't go near my home and you're fine. He lives in a sewer next to a maze that's magic. Stop telling everyone. Sorry.
Okay, so stay away from sewer magic mazes.
How
Great.
are they supposed to know to stay away from where you live? They don't know where you live.
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering that too. You know, I stumble my way along places. You know, you never know.
He disappears from sight. After one groan, he just vanishes.
I can still see him though.
Yeah, but you try. Just grumpily in the corner. The trip goes uneventfully. It takes a couple of days, but you make it to Los Angeles. Like most people. Weather is nice, especially if you come from a cold hellscape. But you're kindred. You don't feel that anymore. Fashion's different. Dressing for the more, for the hotter climate. You meet your Baron and you get your havens, and the two of you may potentially start your lives here. Is there anything either of you would like to do now that you're free? Anything you'd like to accomplish?
I'll let Ash go first.
I think Ash would like to open up her own shop, like crystals and tarot reading and all of that stuff. I think that she would probably settle in the Echo Park Silver Lake area because it's very, very hipster. But it just makes sense. There's a lot of antique shops, a lot of record shops, a lot of coffee shops. I feel like for at least the first little while, she just sort of gets back into like a routine because she can't eat food. So she gets into like a routine of just finding beauty in the mundane, of just like not having to be a part of the Camarilla shenanigans. I think she goes to a lot of clubs and engages in her like raver kid side as well.
There is one club, by the way. No longer the Succubus Club. The club for kindred in town is called the Asylum. Run by the twins.
Oh.
Mostly
Yeah, I think
by
I
Therese.
stumble.
Because Jeanette doesn't run it, she parties in it.
Okay.
You meet her eventually.
Yeah.
Junk was right. Don't just put it that way. Junk was right.
Wait. Junk was right?
Junk
or
was
Melody
right.
was right?
Oh, sorry. Melody was right. She's gonna try
It
and
was
sleep with
Melody
you.
who talked about
My
it. I'm
bad.
like, Junk literally never brought her up.
Melody was right.
Did she hit on me?
She hits on both of you if you go together.
Yeah, I'm going.
Hell yeah.
Girls' night.
Girls' night. I don't think that Ash is completely over a certain Nosferatu yet, so I think she very politely declines. But I feel like we all dance.
Sure.
We got it. We
It's
got
a party. It's a more partying club than a classy cabaret style that the Succubus Club is. They have a dance floor, but there are private rooms. There are places to feed. It's more of an active party club that you're in right now. Does Renee have anything you'd like to accomplish while you're here? How do you restart your life in Los Angeles amongst the anarchs?
Well, I start off. Okay, first off, I want to know what Dr. Clay did.
Did you ever watch The Substance?
No. Try to look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
Should. I don't know if there's a photo to send, but his hair is basically strands. Bald.
Oh, okay.
Before the melting. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in between physical form and a puddle with three arms that are T-Rex size. So like useless arms.
Okay.
He has to sliver like a snake. So he has no
Love
legs.
that.
And he just has one face in the puddle with like a few strands of hair, and he is in constant pain as he moves.
Oh, perfect.
No longer staked because he's basically useless. But his powers are still active. So when it's delivered to you, he is staked. But since he can't speak, and he has no eyes, basically every Toreador power is useless. So he can't use any of his powers. He can't see, and he can't speak. Can't really use his presence thanks to this.
Love that for him. Amazing.
So you
Yeah,
have
thanks, George. I did see it.
a demented pet that you bring along inside a large box.
Yeah.
Completely helpless
Yeah, that
too.
sounds
He did
right.
not just break him physically. He if any of you watch Game of Thrones, gave him the Theon Greyjoy treatment of just making sure that the only thing he recognizes himself as is Thing. He doesn't respond to Lucian. He also still feels a lot of pain, so if you'd like to poke at that. But how far
Oh,
he has
of course.
fallen is a demonstration of how dangerous the Nosferatu are when they get their hands on you. So what would you like to do to set up shop in Los Angeles?
Okay, well, first off, I gotta reconnect with my longtime bestie. Now that I'm
You
not gonna
brought him-
die if I do.
She was brought here under the guise of new work
Mhm.
and to escape whatever guilt she has. When you reconnect with her, do you just spring up on her? How do you set this up?
I feel like it's best not if I just show up. I'm gonna start with sending her that painting with a little card on like where to meet, like at a cafe.
She goes to the cafe first, as you expect. You're monitoring from the outside. She's shaking, not sure if this is a joke or a prank or some sort of blackmail. But she's carrying the very specific purse that you know she carries around when she uses her concealed carry. So she's afraid and she's protecting herself. Do you enter?
I really don't want to cause a scene with everyone around, but at the same time I do. So I'm gonna enter.
Do you say anything or do you just sit in front of her?
I think I just sit there.
Are you the one? Oh my god. She grabs your face. No. No, I saw the body. I saw you.
I'm here.
No, you. Oh, you died. She opens her bag, but she doesn't get the gun. She gets pills and a calendar, as if to check if she took her meds today. Oh, yeah. Is this real?
Blood tears are just pouring down Renee, and
Oh my
she's
God.
just gonna
She
stand up
takes
and
a
give
tissue.
her a big ass hug.
What's going on? How are you? Are you hurt? And she's trying to wipe the blood
No.
tears from you because you're crying blood. That kind of is a medical problem. Why are you so cold? What? The bartender of this, or the barista of this cafe, you know, is a ghoul of a kindred. That's why it kind of marks this place as safe. It gives you the signal, like, you're gonna have to take this outside.
Okay, I'm just gonna, put my arm around her, keep her close, and just like,
This
come on, I need.
is you died. I saw the body, and they had me verified. Oh my God.
I did die. But
What?
Yeah, okay, you know.
She's holding on. Why are you so cold? Are you? We need to get you to a
okay,
hospital. Come on.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to my place. I got a bottle of wine there, and we're gonna have a talk.
Brenda, you're cold as death and you're crying blood. And if you didn't die, you're certainly dying. Come. You want to?
Well, I am dead.
What?
Oh, okay. You know, I'll just go and say it. I'm a vampire now. You see?
Takes a step back, and not in fear, just one casual step back. And she takes out those pills, and she puts about 3 of them in her hand. They seem to be some form of anti-anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And she just...
Oh, no. I'm gonna take him out. Take him out. Do not swallow these. It's fine.
She drops the 3 pills into her hand. Just...
I'm taking the pills.
You take the pills from her, and she's still stunned.
Okay.
She goes up to you and puts her fingers on your neck. And then on your wrist. And then taps on your chest. And just puts her ear against it. And then she lifts up your lips. Kind of like violating your personal space. And she pokes at the fang that kind of cuts her finger. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm assuming you're gonna cover her mouth before she screams it out to the alley.
Yes. We're gonna walk outside. We're going in my car.
Valerie looks as you drag her with your mouth covering her, and she looks like... I'm assuming she didn't take the news well.
Yeah, okay. We're in the car. We're safe.
Do you lift her mouth when the car starts driving?
Yes.
Is she dead too? Are you one of them? And she just grabs on. Hey, personal space.
No, but I mean, she's not really human.
Have you been this way for the last year?
Yes.
So you drink blood instead of a bottle of Chardonnay now. Blood?
Do you know how long I have been craving that?
That's not the
best
point,
I can do is
Renee.
find someone who drank it.
That's not. Oh my God. That's not the point.
I feel like I could have done this better.
Oh my God. What happened? Why did you tell me sooner? Where have you been? What?
I couldn't. So that's why we're here in LA. In Chicago, they had very, very strict rules. That I just, my mortal life was dead, and I could never see anyone that I knew when I was alive, or else.
So it's just a coincidence you're in LA when I was?
No, that was kind of purposeful.
What, you followed me? Other way around,
exactly.
honey. Excuse me?
I was the reason that you moved here. Same that I moved here.
The job offer? Do you like mind control people?
I didn't set it up, but...
Do you mind control? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my...
But we're here, and You know, I just can't stop these tears.
I've missed you. I have no idea why you're like this and what happened to you, but I've missed you. And you were there. You were there for me when I killed him. I should be in jail. I should be in jail for killing that abusive motherfucker.
No.
But you were there for me.
Never have to worry about that anymore. You're finally free.
When you died, I thought they would come after me. I thought he was an abusive piece of shit who hit me every day. And I was going to go to jail for killing him? You were gone. I didn't know. You were the only one that was there for me.
And I made sure that they wouldn't find anything.
So whatever this is, I'm going to be there for you. Whatever you need.
No, you're coming with me. We're going. I have so much wine ready. We are having a girls' night.
Goes with you. Means what she says. Without the blood bond, he chooses to be loyal to you. Makes you wonder how Valerie would act. You'd like to attempt. When you ghouled her, you did also tell her. Similar to how Cecil ghouled Rick. Of course, whether she feels differently or not, you're never gonna know unless you release her from it.
True.
But when you ghouled her, you did tell her. You can keep her as a ghoul without blood bonding her.
You know what? Yeah, I'll do that.
A few months down the line, when it wears off, she has a bit of a meltdown. But a few days later, just like this woman, just like your best friend, you did help her out. You have a little taste of what actual loyalty feels like. And the thing is, as you are, as a Toreador, as a kindred, these people were tools. Valerie was useful. Is useful. But similar to how Portia did it, true loyalty is more effective than any blood bond. Because now you never have to wake up at night wondering if they're going to turn on you when the blood bond's over. Maybe in the end that's what she wanted from you. You are a kindred. By default, you are stronger than them, you are faster than them, you could end them at any moment. Just like Portia could to you. Maybe that's why she took a liking to you. Maybe. The two of you settled in Los Angeles quite nicely. No hunters. No problems, no Camarilla. There's politics between barons trying to take land from land. But it never involves people who don't want to be involved. If you don't want to be part of it, if you don't want to help them with the politics, you don't have to. You can be yourselves, you can do as you want, you are free to work here. Then it's Cecil. They behead you, they gather your soul, and they put you into a new body. It takes a few days after the storm for you to acclimate. You cannot come alive during the storm. It doesn't give you the opportunity to move yet. But when the storm is over, the body feels just as natural as if it was yours. Was whatever you wanted to pick when you entered this place. Was however you wanted to be. Rick is there. You have to feed him your blood. Your powers are the same. You just have some in-clan powers that you don't have training in yet. But Bianca will fix that soon. She looks to you. The body was already prepared with a suit on, just like the rest of them. Tailor-made, comfortable, powerful. You don't hear the Bruja's voice. You don't hear the rage in your blood. Everything in your mind is your own for the first time since you've been turned. Bianca looks. So how do you feel?
Well, the suit fits kind of well. Do we have to stay in the suits, like, even when we're, like, is the suit thing,
No.
like, permanent? Like, is it like a...
This is a ceremonial occasion to welcome you into the family. So formalities are needed. He gestures to a table. You are told to enact a particular ritual. She bleeds into a cup. You bleed into a cup. No one drinks it. It's a symbol. As long as you are in the family, you bleed for the family and the family will bleed for you. Your enemies are our enemies. Your problems are our problems. You will never face anything alone. Ever again. The family is with you, and you are with the family. Afterwards, you are given some ghouls. People to feed on, just don't kill. And there's a small party for you. Hence the formalities. To welcome you. Not only as a member of Clan Hecata, but as a made man in the crime family. The humans here have no idea what you are and what the rest of the Hecata here are. But they are members of the crime family and they're the people that they choose from. You are part of that now. And she welcomes you. Is there anything you'd like to do with this newfound resource and power? For the most part, you are free to do as you please, following the usual rules. The only difference is if the Hecata needs something of you, it's no longer a matter of boons. It's a matter of loyalty. You do what they need of you, and in exchange, they will do what you need of them. You need money for your new foundation? Done. Have 10 million. You need manpower? Done. You need security? Done. No questions asked. No boons. No trades. Just the expectation that when they need you, you also respond as quickly, without question. Do you want to do anything?
Hazel was definitely going to monitor the foundation from quite a distance, making sure everything is good, and assuming it is, he is going to mostly not ask much from the Hecata at first. He's mostly going to spend a lot of his time honing his abilities and trying to train as much as he can.
Training in necromancy, you are trained by a specific family of the Hecata who have celerity innate in them to match your powers as best they can with theirs. It's deadly. Someday, they'll even teach you that trick that they did on you to bring you back.
Great. And to put the last thing Cecil wants to do objectively is that he is going to try, if it's available, to get a pet bear.
You're not allowed to bring it out to the city, obviously. But if you're asking the Hecata to import a bear for you to blood bond, yes. But if you don't blood bond it, by default, it wants to kill you.
Cecil does blood bond it, and he, for a long time, doesn't actually have a name for it. He just sees it as bear, but then he decides to call it. He just calls it D. You know, Big D. That's like the nickname he's going with.
Okay.
I think no, just D. He's just going to call it D. Yeah, that's what he's going to
D
refer to it as.
is a large-ass brown grizzly bear. You do not bring him out into the city for obvious reasons. You can bring him into parks outside, away from the mortals who will panic when they see a bear roaming the streets. You'll be given a special vehicle to carry him in. But sure.
Nice.
You want a bear, you have a bear. Every now and then, because you are a member of Clan Hecata, it involves taking care of a few stragglers, some gangsters who are overstepping. Although the people that you're asked to take care of, and subsequently kill, arguably aren't the best for the city in the first place. Kidnappers, sex traffickers, and the like, the things that the Hecata don't deal in. And the Hecata do have a policy when it comes to drugs. Party drugs only. The hard drug business is shut down. Simply because it kills too many people. Party drugs make money long term. And most people who take them don't necessarily have to become addicts and the like. Dumb college kids. Dumb high schoolers experimenting. It's less likely they'll become addicted and ruin their lives over than it is with something like heroin. And more importantly, they make sure fentanyl is out of the market because that kills and you don't want to kill your market. Still, you are asked to do some unsavory things. Never something that goes against most of your lines. But every now and then, killing people is part of the job. Even if they are unsavory, nasty people. Now, before I get to Aaron, there's one thing that you are all going to see. This is a scene. If you imagine a camera with a god's eye view kind of zooming down onto that field that we were in earlier. This is away from the characters. This is solely for the audience right now. You watch as this camera zooms in on the face of the man that summoned them and spoke to them, the Fey creature in his true form. And he looks right at you. You there. Yes, you, the one watching from your screen. Do you honestly believe this is how it ends? Then you haven't been paying attention. Let me show you some things that you never saw. Some things that they will never know. How they signed away their lives. He moves his hand. The screen ripples. And it shows a date almost like a TV show with a timestamp. January 2025. Day of siring. This is the day that you were all sired 1 year ago. It shows Portia in that meeting room where she put her hand through Cecil. On the table, Bianca and Junk. Have you done exactly as I've asked? Yeah, it's done. So, who are the candidates that our prince's favored kindred have signed? First one's Uzi. Size of a kid. A lot of daddy issues. Aaron Spiegel. As smart as he is troubled and likely traumatized. Ah, yes. The Tremere. This is who we're offering to Miss Sturbridge? And she wasn't exactly particular. Also, where is Miss Sturbridge? I thought she would join us. Not yet. Dusab is still in power. That must be taken care of for the dominoes to fall for Sturbridge to make her dramatic entrance into Chicago. Still, the preparations must be made. This is who we offer. As the old adage goes, beggars cannot be choosers. Who's next? This one's a Tory. Think it's your bloodline. Nay Winslow. Ah, yes, I've read this. Ironic how Lucian sired her. There won't be much need to do anything regarding her. I believe her loyalty can be secured the natural way, as I would prefer with my bloodline. One day, centuries down the line, she will surpass even Victoria Ash. With the right motivation. How are you so sure that she's going to go with you? Because I'm going to give her the one thing she doesn't know she wants yet. Her mother's killer. And she's going to see that as a gift. And whether she knows it or not, she will owe me. But only when it is appropriate. Scheming, my young kindred, is a matter of timing. I suppose you have 4,000 years of experience in that matter. Next one's the Malk. Ash Hargrave, empath with some special powers when she was born. This is the one that the Sabbat wanted to change, yes? Yeah. And Melody got involved. A plan I did not see coming. Then again, I also did not bother to see what the Sabbat was doing, but curious enough. A human empath. Rare. You mind if I take this one? Why? Everyone's got someone. Something tells me there's something different about this one. You've more than earned it. Finally, Cecil Ryan. Troubled drug addict. Left home, got kicked out, whatever you want to call it. Died of an overdose, got sired by Alice. Bruja. This was yours, yes? He looks at Bianca. Yes. His blood, his circumstance, his personality will clash against every elder and everyone in the city. I offer a friendly hand and a friendly motivation and a face he can rely on. I'm confident when the day comes I can convince him to join the family. Once he's gotten stronger, more powerful, it will be the most useful asset I've ever had. Against the Giovanni. Yes. Their clan will end and he will be my sword. Brutal. But fair. And yours. I suspect he will be ruffling feathers and not know how to conduct himself in the middle of an Elysium. And a man like that responds to power and authority. I merely need to dress the part. I'm sure he'll come to me. He will recognize power and recognize someone off the streets. Someone who understands what it means to have power in these streets and not just the Camarilla. Wonderful. These fledglings are set. If I had involved myself a little more, I'm sure they could have been more perfect, but I wanted to see where the pot goes. How the wind blows. I must say, of all of you, I did not expect Miss Sturbridge to be the most ruthless. It's delicious, really. That is when the scene waves over to Aaron on the boat. After a tumultuous ride, after a storm, after lightning strikes, and multiple feelings like it was the end for you, you make it to the eye of the storm, and in the center of that eye is a large structure made of stone, hundreds of feet high from the surface of the water, possibly higher, deeper. It's made of stone, it's wrapped in vines and leaves, it has strange writing and alien writing and carvings of creatures on them. Various kinds of mythical creatures from fairy tales. As Sturbridge goes up to it, gestures for you to go to the front of the boat to look. There it is. The gate to the dreaming. The collective subconscious of the entire world. Every thought, every dream, every hope of every living creature, past and present, who has and will walk the earth, is beyond these gates. Knowledge eternal.
What does that even mean for us?
It means we can know anything about anyone at any time of our choosing. It means we will have knowledge to search, like an eternal library we can look through, we can scour, and we can walk away from with more knowledge than we ever had walking in.
Just like that. No fight, no nothing.
Well, there's a
No
matter of
journey.
opening the door. Aaron,
What does it cost?
I need you to roll stamina. Where is it? And resolve.
Give me a moment. Can I blood surge?
Yes, but since it is
Since we're in
dramatically
the middle of
appropriate,
the eye?
you will lose 2 dice as well. But the blood surge puts you even.
Oh man. Do we have plus twos? Oh, we do.
We have 5.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Go ahead.
I'll take 2. You know what?
Then just
I have
blood
a feeling
surge and
that
don't
I'm the
change
only one who's
anything.
gonna be rolling. Blood surge. Well, so I'm blood surging, and that
You're
gives
blood
me 3
surging, you have
dice.
-2. No, blood surge gives you 2 extra dice.
Why the same?
So you're
value
minus
for-
2 die, and then you're adding 2 die, so you just blood surge and don't change anything.
Okay. Oh.
You
Okay.
first. Oops, sorry, let me reveal that.
Oh.
Give me a second.
Oh no.
12.
Willpower it.
And you can
I
try.
don't know if any amount of willpower will get me there. No.
8. So close.
And then you willpower too. God damn it.
When she says that, and you ask, you feel your body freeze. I am sorry. But this was a necessary sacrifice. And your body floats up, frozen and paralyzed with her power, with the movement of the mind. And you move towards the gate, and the vines wrap around your body. The leaves cover you and absorb you into the stone as one of the many carvings on it. You find yourself lost in the collective consciousness of billions of people. Everyone who ever lived, who is alive, and who will live. Billions and billions of voices so loud that you cannot find your own, you cannot hear yourself. You are lost in an eternity of nothing and everything at the same time. While the door opens and she finds her knowledge. And if anyone watching recalls what I said earlier, Sturbridge goes to London. Sturbridge finds someone. I never said Aaron. And in this moment, when all of this has occurred, the scene goes over to Portia, drinking, looking at the city recovering from the storm. She looks to the side at 4 busts carved out of marble of each of your faces. And she has her people move them into a shelf behind a hidden wall that has busts of hundreds of fledglings that came before you. And she looks directly into the camera, addressing this audience once again. When one is 4,000 years old, one must find a way to pass the time. She drinks, and at the end of the day, you are all her pawns. Everything you have done to this point is exactly as she wanted you to do. As her cohorts wanted you to do. And the thing ripples again, and you see the fey creature. Well, see what I mean? I offered them freedom. I offered them a chance to walk away from all of this. And they rejected the hand that fed them. Have you never wondered, as you watched, why these fledglings were so accomplished? Why they had so many friends? Why the kindred that they associated with seemed to be so friendly and peaceful? Everyone has an agenda. They forgot that. And they paid for it. And that is how this chronicle ends. No happy endings here. Except for maybe one, potentially.
I got sacrificed to the goddamn hex core. Fucking arcane. I got third impacted.
You got, yeah, third impacted.
The main crux of VTM is that you were supposed to be powerless. You were supposed to not have any friends, that everyone is looking to betray you at any time, and somewhere along the line, you guys stopped rolling insight on the people who've been helping you so freely. You guys stopped asking questions about the people who have been giving you all of these things for free.
We were so desperate. We were painted to be desperate.
To be fair, even if we knew their intentions, what would we have done if we refused it? Like, we would have been in such a worse... if anything I say could be seen as cope in respect, so...
I mean, we were fucked either way. Because even if we see the train coming, it doesn't mean that we have the power to get out the way.
You could have. You could have just taken the failures. You wouldn't have been killed for failures, and just walked away from the politics, walked away from the power, the respect, and everything that you had.
But that's not entertaining.
No, it's not.
No, exactly.
We're here to put on a show.
I just tried to play Aaron as best as I could, and Aaron for sure was desperate to just cling on to whatever was giving them anything.
Like I said at the start, a week from we're off next Sunday. The week after, there's going to be a small little Q&A thing, not lasting too long, of what could have been, what could have happened, what you could have done if you did something differently, if things could have changed, because they could have, very drastically, in fact. I'll start with this. The main thing that, the point of no return for Aaron was the moment you signed yourself up with Sturbridge. Because the thing is, with Strauss, what you get is what you see is what you get. Sturbridge is far more manipulative and ruthless and completely devoid of any kind of feeling for anyone. She just doesn't show it as much as Strauss does. Strauss shows it on the surface. It's sort of like the devil, you know. That was your main turning point.
And you know what? Hindsight is a motherfucker.
I'm trying to rack my brain because it's like I had that conversation with Junk where I was like, "Have you been working with Portia? Did I not roll insight?"
You did,
that whole
but I always roll silently for the characters that you're inciting.
Okay,
you get.
And he's a better liar.
He has 5 subterfuge and 5 manipulation and a specialty in gaslighting.
Brother. I mean, we are literally facing against people that are also pawns to perfectly fuck us.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I swear, like, even if we knew the train was there was no way. There was no way.
Well, if you knew the people you were working for was working for already.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, when you guys watched Sturbridge and Bianca complain and fight and panic over Portia, there was no insight made in that instance. You just took it at face value that they were actually panicked. There could have been hints to find.
Other things.
True, but there were things to find out if you tried.
Ugh. Yeah.
The point is that there were opportunities. There were opportunities to subvert this outcome. And I did my absolute best to make sure that those opportunities were as subtle as possible.
Yeah.
The fact that you didn't roll insight on them is exactly what I have put into your mind since the first session. As much as your characters are being gaslit, so are you. Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade to everyone watching.
No, you knew what you were doing. You knew what
you conditioned the players to make sure that your plotting is foolproof.
We were 4 fresh fucking VTM motherfuckers, and you'd ran VTM before, and
yes, you were also playing. You were also playing 4 fledglings, which is why it was appropriate to take advantage of you.
So fun. What?
That is. Yes.
But couldn't she have just used anyone as a sacrifice to that temple?
No, she needed someone powerful enough, and more particularly, she needed a Tremere because she was a Tremere. She's never gonna get Strauss. Strauss is too good at it. Dusab was gonna die. Why do you think she gave you all those books? She provided you so much power in such a short amount of time and trained you because she needed you to be powerful enough to be useful.
You know, I just thought that it was going to be the same thing of what happened in New York, of what happened in every other place that she went, of, oh, she kind of makes shit happen and then leaves, and then whoever was working with her gets left there, and then they get to run the joint. Too bad my running the joint was us being a key. Man,
I did say
that's funny.
Should
You're
have
not
never
dead.
gone on the boat.
you are dead.
That's yeah. What would have happened if I didn't go on the boat? Would I still have just been swayed to go to the boat?
No, it would have gotten a little more
Pulled
violent.
to the boat.
The main thing that I did was use your mentor, who owed her a favor, to give you an out for the boon you willingly offered. But the entire idea was me as the GM was banking on you as Aaron to be unable to pass up the knowledge of what you could gain. Gamble. Same with Sturbridge. It is a gamble. There was no guarantee you could have ever gone on that boat, and if you didn't, other things would have happened. We'll save that for the Q&A. But there are other things that would happen.
God.
You could have, if you walked away from that, you might have actually walked away. Or you would have had a fighting chance to walk away.
But that implies that she has other keys. That she would have had someone else that she would just threw up there, because she must have known to some extent of what was in the middle. She just
No,
didn't
similar to
lose.
me, she was banking on who you are. Same thing. A gamble. If it failed, it failed. If it
It's a
worked,
lot of fun.
it worked.
Man.
But she was extremely confident in the kind of person that you are, that dangling that fruit in front of you was going to be enough.
Conditioning, unconditioning.
Cecil, would you like to show your presentation?
Oh yeah.
I don't even remember what it's
Okay.
about.
I'm gonna go ahead and I could either share it to you or I could either.
No, share the screen on Discord. It's fine.
Yeah,
I will adjust the
case,
overlay and everything.
Give me 2 seconds. I have to switch over to Discord over.
Cecil has a friendly, light-hearted thing for all of you, so that you guys don't feel so bad about what just happened.
Yeah. Aaron in the soup of the world.
Oh my god, look, you get to hear my non-AirPod mics. That's great. Anyway, let me get up.
We can't hear anything.
No, you
So
can't.
I hear it.
You guys are quiet.
What do you mean? I should be
You're a little soft, but it's
doing
fine.
it. I can adjust my microphone volume. There we go. Anyway, let me get on to share my screen.
Did you share?
Yeah, there you go.
Let me
It
put
is
that up.
it is a gray screen. There we go.
Welcome.
I got a
Full screen it, by the way.
this.
Man, Google Presentations has a different like fill-ins box. So when you're British, that's interesting.
Okay, so here is my well, I was going to do some, I'm doing character Cecil kind of. So the character proposal. Remember back when Cecil was talking about that vape idea that was kind of shied away, that he wrote all this PowerPoint like on paper?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so here's the proposal. I have a like test sound. Can you guys hear this?
No.
There you go.
I did hear it.
I don't
did
think I
hear it
heard
go.
that. Wait,
I did hear it go, huh?
go ahead.
Give
Again.
me a sec.
Huh?
Yep, I heard it.
Great. Okay, just a little sound test. Also, my ping randomly spikes, so if I do just cut out, just let me know. Anyway, the Hikata proposal. Chicago. It's sad. And Chicago is going through a lot right now. Obviously, we have the families fighting each other. We have kindred. We have the anarchs. Shit is bad. I've ever felt like this. I'm a bored kindred. I've survived for so many years and I've run out of things to do. I also can't do fun stuff like smoke cigs, smoke crack, smoke meth. How do we solve this? That is the main question here. How do we do drugs and abuse substances in our own kindred ways without having to succumb to the boredom of dealing with the, we're going to, of course, enjoy the effects, but I want to smoke something and feel it, not just drink someone's blood and then just feel it. The solution? The death vape. May I present to you, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary motherfuckers, the death vape. Do you miss your grandma?
Is that a rhetorical
Genuine
question?
question.
That was a long pause. My grandma's dead.
Okay. Do you miss your grandma? Well,
Sometimes.
if she's dead, that's great. Not for you, but for this. And you don't have to worry about this no longer because the death vape allows all kindreds to revisit their last loved ones or enemies through one simple, tasteful puff. Imagine this. Inserted here, the cartridge contains the spirit of whomever you want to smoke. So, let's say you want to say... No, let's say, this bloke I had a beef with, I killed him. I now get to smoke his soul. That's you get to brag about it, and you get to feel his emotions. Let me just show you a quick example. So, let's see what happens when I smoke grandma. This is a recreation of the sound. Imagine you're taking a puff, you feel your lips on the tip, and then you just inhale. Imagine this. And so, this is type of the process I'd go for it. So just let's see what happens when we smoke her. Right. See?
No.
Tasty. Just like that. And let me just quickly. Great. Okay. So that's the appeal here. That's the amazing part about it. Here's some possible flavors I have also, because obviously we can't do vapes without flavors. That's like doing cigarettes without nicotine. So some possible flavors, ideas. Grape grief.
Because nicotine is. Wait. Go on.
Who likes
Sometimes they
smoking?
don't have nicotine. Sometimes they don't.
Go on.
Shut up, Dan. I'm listening.
What's the next?
Okay, let's go back a couple of steps. Flavors allow profit. You can smell multiple variations, and therefore people have different preferences. Oh look, I want to try grape grief. Oh mate, that's not my favorite. Mine is mint misery. Oh, you guys are cool. Well, check this out. I have tequila tissue. Oh, you guys think you're cool? Well, I have fucking hatred. That's my one.
You mean you have you mean there's one that's tequila flavored?
Absolutely. Tell me that wouldn't go hard as fuck in Chicago, especially.
That would burn.
Is it also tissue flavored?
No, that's. I feel like that's just the marketing
It's the
name
pun.
of it.
That's the pun. Why?
Q&A.
See,
I should raise my hand.
Why?
Yeah, I have a yes.
Yeah, sorry, the older woman. Who was that? You just say
Who are you
why.
talking to?
In or out of canon? What are we? Is real life or
In
in
canon.
the game?
In canon. Stepsister, what do you think? Any questions?
Why?
Why? Profit. That's the main part here. We need to. We have gone so long without. I have gone so long without injecting heroin into my veins and feeling the thing at the exact same time. That sucks, doesn't it? So.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Cecil, have you ever heard of the Somdi?
Is that like a band? What is that?
It's a Hekata family. based on like voodoo, Baron Samdi. Like he was a voodoo figure who drank rum and smoked cigars and died, and it was very much like a celebration of death type thing. I feel like, and this is just an assumption, but they've probably already created this.
Okay. Do you reckon they've created these flavors though, or what do you think?
You know what? I don't know, but I do hope that through Bianca, you can discuss this with some member of the Samdi. I think you would be very surprised.
Of course, yeah. I will open the business. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. Why grandma?
Why grandma? Because who has a grandma that isn't dead or is dead?
Renee, why not grandma?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of other options. Ex-boyfriend, maybe.
Well,
Your
to be fair,
ex-boyfriend's dead?
Does
Maybe.
does Dan does the spirit of Dan pre being consumed by a gargoyle have a question?
I don't know is that far back, but if I mean, to be, okay, think about like
I can see it. He's shaking his head.
Doesn't like it.
He's not
well,
interested.
that's another thing as well. Violence, that's another good thing. You can threaten any spirits and be like, hey, would you rather be a free spirit or do you rather be smoked eternally in a capsule in a vape? Imagine that.
I feel like there's only one real option there.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
And it's not
like,
this.
thank you all for
spiritual.
like.
Oh!
Oh no! Yes! No!
Oh!
What could
Wait,
have been?
why'd you black out Renee's face?
What could have
It's
been?
classified,
So funny.
okay?
It's not
classified.
legally not Renee. Legally not Renee. Legally another
God.
person because of circumstances.
Daddy's
Renee, we're gonna
bottom
go.
bitches at gmail.com.
Why is it DDB?
It's Daddy's bottom
Daddy's
bitches.
daughter.
Oh,
No,
no,
it's
Daddy's
DD.
bottom
Bitches.
bitches.
Just
Why is it DDB? Petra,
you can stop
did you
now.
make a mistake?
I don't know if
Dead-
to change it. I just
Dead
put,
daylight by.
I just changed it up a bit. I was like, daddy's degenerate bitches because this is a little bit more darker. But
You can
Sure.
anyway, yeah, go
Good
ahead.
work.
You can
Very
stop now.
much. Hey,
No, wait,
hold on.
Okay.
You need to play the sound.
There's
Sure.
one more audio file.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just an applause. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
That does not sound like an applause. Sorry. Anyway, yeah,
It is applause.
That was sad.
that's.
Oh my god.
You can stop.
Awesome.
Fucking hatred.
Awesome.
It's so funny.
I'm taking my glasses off for the final time.
So
Oh my god.
that was our Chronicle. Next 2 weeks from now, next week we're off, will be a Q&A for all the possible things, and as the audience, you are also allowed to ask your questions. We will answer everything that you put in the chat, or rather, I will answer anything you want to ask in the chat. If you want to ask the players anything about their internal motivations as well, things that weren't covered, that were part of their stories maybe, things that weren't put out there. I can answer anything about alternative endings or motivations of NPCs and what happened in the backgrounds that they never saw and that you never saw. But until then, one last time, just introduce yourselves and the hole that these people will find you under before we start playing as superheroes. Ash?
Mm-hmm.
George Lee.
For the last time as Ash Hargrave, I am George Lee, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitch and YouTube at George Lee with 2 Y's. And next week, the reason why we're not playing is because I will be at Darkness Emergent LA as Ash Hargrave, partying it up at Club Seraphin, and hopefully I will have like
Look, you're still
actual
alive.
videos of it. I plan to have some like vlogging and stuff with that. Maybe vlogging. We'll see how not self-conscious I get. But yeah, this was really amazing, and we ended on the highest note possible with that PowerPoint. I'm in tears. It was really funny. Yeah, anyway.
Captain.
I am Captain, as always. No social media, nothing. typical. It's the same story as I've said. 37 other times. So the only thing I have for you, it's not an album. It's a singular song. It is from the movie End of Evangelion, and it's called "Come Susser Todd." And I think Petra may be the only one who knows that outside of Petra and Nigel.
Yeah.
Petra's supposed to be next. You're still on camera, but Petra, go ahead.
Yes. I'm Petra. You can find me at PetraPeak@HXH. I'm super excited for the next game. Thank you, Nigel, for running this. I did have a question in chat about the vape, actually. If I don't, a random anonymous person says, if I don't smoke, can you make shot alternatives? And the answer is no, but I'm sure that there's many like alternatives in the future. Maybe the flavors, perhaps. But yes, I also didn't mean for the last sound effect to sound like someone jerking off. It was just in the stock image thing. Anyway,
No one would have thought that if you didn't just say that.
Well, we would have thought a little, but we wouldn't have brought it up.
thank you.
No, I couldn't hear over my clapping. So
I'm going to put Nigel out of his misery. I'm going to continue.
Go ahead.
No, you continue.
Okay. Shig.
I'm Shig. You can find me on Instagram at Manascona, where I just posted my big drop in my aerial showcase the other week. Last show and tell, it would have been great timing if I finished the painting that I've been working on for months, but I haven't even touched that in months. So I'm gonna re-show my first painting just because there are a lot of hidden meanings in this. And if actually look at each little part, there's
You can see.
I
Aaron
want to
in the-
hear what
on
you
the right
guys think
side.
of each little part. There's a lot of hidden meanings. It's
You
on
can
my
see
Instagram.
Aaron in the bottom left and on the right side of it. Yeah.
I think you have to turn off your background.
Just screaming.
That's them
Yeah.
getting fucking sucked into the world.
The vortex.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of hidden meanings, and
Once
I think it's really cool. So
Once again, I've been the storyteller for this, and I will be the game master for when these people start playing superheroes. I promise the next game is going to be far more lighthearted and a little more hopeful than this game was. And a
Only
whole lot
kill
more
one
action.
kid. Only one kid. Well,
Each.
we get one kid that. Well,
Each gets one kid,
yes.
Now, fuck
and
them
I
two.
will eat
Nothing
all
more
of
than
them.
that. Nothing more than that.
I will sign up on the stream by saying fuck them kids. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I'll volunteer mine to give to Doors.
Yeah.
Thank
You know
you.
what, Doris? You want mine as well? I don't.
Yeah, no, I'll take all of your guys if you don't
Yes.
want. If you don't want,
Nigel is regretting so hard. You're gonna have to stick with us for another campaign. I'm so sorry.
I
Yeah.
know.
The next,
Signed up.
anyway, the next game is, because of how Savage Worlds Adventures Edition is, may last a little longer than this. A little bit, probably. Depends because of how they level up. But we'll see. That is going to be sometime in June. Probably the second Sunday of June, most likely. But, stick around, watch that. Your pluses and minuses will be far more useful in that game. Also, the remaining 3 points here will be given to them in that game, so I'm not going to waste the audience who gave these points here. You will have pluses.
Can I have them?
You can use them if it happens.
Yeah.
The pluses will
what?
take
No.
the form of an actual plus. Because we're rolling dice that have numbers on them, the pluses will add to their dice roll instead of giving more dice. So, good things. I guess we'll see you then. Hopefully you're still around. Stick by and watch something more hopeful. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching the misery that I've put these players through. Like I said, vampire endings are rarely ever simple. Have a good evening, everyone.
Bye.
Cybernation Uncensored.